This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL.
Yes.
It is Tuesday, May 19th. I'm in the studio with Al, and Erica's working from home. How's everyone feeling, Erica? How you doing? She's just laughing.
I forgot to turn a light on. It's like, what?
That's always a good start. I didn't know how to push
a little
door.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, I didn't know how to push open a door for Al today. We are all starting off a little slow.
Yes.
Let's forgive ourselves.
Let's crank it up.
Self-compassion. Here we go. It appears that the pandemic hasn't been kind to some celebrity marriages. Man, this was surprising. Brian Austin Green and Megan Fox are splitting up after, I think, almost a decade together. The Beverly Hills 90210 actor confirmed the news on his podcast. Everybody's got a podcast, don't they? He says after nearly 10 years of marriage, they're separating. Brian says Megan recently confessed that she prefers being on her own right now. And he actually got emotional when speaking about his ex. Let's have a listen.
I will always love her, and I know she'll always love me. We'll still do family vacations, and we'll do holidays as a family and that kind of stuff. It sucks when life changes. There's that pit in my stomach of, I really don't want Megan and I to be at odds. She's been my best friend for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose that.
Oh, honey. Brian addressed also rumors that Megan and rapper Machine Gun Kelly, there's a name, are dating, saying they're just friends at this point. Meanwhile, in other divorce news, actress Jamie King is also splitting of her husband with from 15 years of marriage. But this split appears less amicable. So a judge recently granted Jamie a temporary restraining order against her ex. I got to be honest with you, when I worked at Salt and Straw, when I scooped ice cream in LA, she would come in with her husband constantly, and he was super controlling. And I say that just from a personal experience. Now I was like, oh God. So what do you think about this being a divorcee in a really eloquent way, Erica? How do you feel about pandemics causing this, or sort of intense situations causing divorce?
And Erica, tie your answer into ice cream.
Let's see. Let me kind of flow chart this way.
Rocky Road.
Well, I think,
Okay, sorry.
what this pandemic is really doing is it's putting more pressure on a situation that's already under a lot of stress. I don't think that the pandemic is creating more divorces. Right. I do think that perhaps being quarantined together are expediting some feelings, really making people come to terms with where things may have been going anyway. I'm not totally surprised about the Brian Austin Green, Megan Fox divorce, just because we've been hearing this for so long. But I do commend him for using his podcast in this way, because that's really your opportunity to control your narrative. No one else, the paparazzi, whatever projects you're working on, are able to manipulate your feelings and tell people how you truly feel. So I really appreciate him being so transparent and emotional about it.
I thought so too. In life, the one constant thing in life is that it changes, right? Al, you've been through this. Can you give us some advice on this?
Yeah, I mean, and Erica, you've been split as well. I mean, I looked at this as a tale of two separations. You looked at this where it seems like Brian looked like he wanted to stay and work on it, and she was kind of done with the situation. And the other divorce, it looked like both people were ready to go. But the thing is, you can do it in a way where you maintain your dignity. And like you said, Kabi, he had a chance to really trash her on that podcast. I look at TMZ. I've seen the pictures with her and Machine Gun Kelly's car. I doubt they're going to Salt and Straw. And he could have really taken that and been upset and really trashed the mother of his children. But he took not only the high road, but his kids, don't forget, will see this and read this in 5-10 years and see how their father handled this with dignity and had the strength to be a man about it and cry about it and show his emotions. So good on him. I'm really impressed with how he handled this.
Yeah, kudos. Really, it does take a lot to be that honest. All right, well, let's move on from dissolving marriages to celebrating them. Happy second wedding anniversary to Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of
Sussex.
2 years ago today, I was in London watching this at a pub. They had a lavish wedding full of carriage rides and an emotional star-studded ceremony at Windsor Castle. Since then, the couple has had a son, left the royal family and fled to Canada. They didn't flee, they went to Canada. They're now waiting out the pandemic in Tyler Perry's $18 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Check out that view.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like a storm's a brewing. It doesn't look like they're suffering at all. Past pics from Tyler's Instagram show his home with a spacious kitchen, high ceilings, and a sunken tub. Apparently, there's 12 bathrooms and a cozy nursery designed for Tyler's son, Amon. Wondering if baby Archie is using it? I mean, I assume. Erica, what do you feel about Tyler Perry's place, I guess? And also, Harry and Meghan making it 2 years. That's rough.
Well, yeah, they've been through a lot, but I think that it really goes to show you that there was some strength behind that relationship. It wasn't just all for, like, you know, the glitz of the royal family. That's a real thing going on there. Unfortunately for us, me and my husband, when we talked about the possibility of moving back to Canada in the future, I told him that I would consider it because Meghan and Harry were in Canada.
No, they're not.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're kind of not kidding. I know you well enough. I know you well enough. What do you think about Meghan and Harry making it, Alan? Also, I thought Tyler Perry's place looked really nice.
Yeah, nice is one way to put it, Tori. Let's dig in that adjectives bag a little bit. Honestly, Erica, I'm going to admit to you on national TV, I have stolen from you. I've stolen your ideology of making sure that nothing penetrates the walls in your home. You said that to me casually one time, and I never forgot that. You even are very careful about even opening social media because if somebody makes a comment, then that anger and that energy is then in your home. And I think Meghan and what's his name?
His name is Harry.
Harry.
He's a prince.
What's his face?
Super famous.
I think that they saw that we, even though we're Duchess and Prince or whatever the heck he is, they were like, these tabloids are penetrating our home and affecting our relationships, and they fixed it because their relationship was precedent. So I think that they did something, and we can all take a lesson from it. I know I did. I just took mine from Erica Cobb.
I'm glad that you took it from someone you didn't even know, Prince Harry. I agree with you. Strong marriage there. Well, fresh off playing Dr. Anthony Fauci on SNL, Brad Pitt surprised grads at Missouri State University in his hometown of Springfield. This man, I can't just watch.
It must be very strange doing this in these trying times, but no, we're rooting for you. Our money's on you to make this world a better place, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. So, you did it. You made it. Enjoy, congrats again, and think big.
Thanks for dressing up.
Yeah, wow.
What, did he roll out of a river and do that?
A river runs through it, Al. He was in that, and he was good. He was very good. I have to ask, Al, really quickly, Brad Pitt has come a long way, too, because when he was drinking, he admittedly said he was kind of a jerk, and a lot went wrong. He has really made himself, as a sober person, a new life for himself. You are recently sober. Do you see yourself in that?
Absolutely. I think with a lot of people, drinking starts off fun. It starts off when you're young and everybody's having a good time, and then after a while your friends go off and get married and keep working on their jobs, and you're sitting at the bar watching SportsCenter on mute. So what you need to do is figure out that this is not a path. This is not working for you, and it didn't work for me. It didn't work for the beautiful man of Brad Pitt, and it's probably not working for a lot of people, but it's a structure that you're used to. You go to the same bar, you eat the same wings, but if you break that pattern, you realize that there's a whole different world out there, and you'll be a lot happier. So good on him.
Well said. Eric, are you a Pitt fan?
Well, what's not to like about him? I mean, I don't know the man personally, but you know, I've definitely taken a couple ganders at him.
He's a beautiful man.
Man, since Legends of the Fall, I've been a devoted Pitt follower.
Black people have never seen Legends of the Fall.
That's sad.
We haven't.
I can't talk? Okay. It's really good. Okay. We're learning all about the latest film in the Scream franchise. Oh, my Lord, there's another one. David Arquette has signed on to reprise his role as Dewey Riley in Scream 5. He told The Hollywood Reporter, quote, "Scream has been such a big part of my life, and for both the fans and myself, I look forward to honoring Wes Craven's legacy." Craven directed the first 4 Scream films before he passed away in 2015. This latest film is set to start shooting later this year. Neve Campbell recently said she was in talks to return as Sydney Prescott. I'm sort of a movie nerd here, and I just got to let you know that Scream purposefully used a lot of horror sort of cliches, the blonde on the phone alone, the whole idea of, like, you know the murder at the end, the twists. And I've always thought Scream was just like a fantastically sort of campy, weird horror movie. Are you guys Scream fans, or do black people not watch Scream, Al?
We watch Scream.
Okay, what did you think?
My question with Scream is it kind of goes along with what you were saying, Tori. Scream is almost a parody of a horror film, and the last couple were almost parodies of the parody.
Correct.
So I want to see what they do, but they've been able to execute it quite well. So
And
I'm really
Arquette's
excited.
just weird enough to, like, perfectly work.
Right, and I think the fans aren't expecting a straight-ahead horror movie. So I think whatever the kind of twist in there, I think people will be down with it.
Maybe Arquette does it next time.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Erica, you're really going to want to stick around, because coming up on DBL, did Kim Kardashian totally miss the mark by releasing a nude color face mask?
I like that dress.
That's literally black for dark-skinned people. We're sharing your DBL take. Plus, celebrities get in on the TikTok viral video craze, but it doesn't turn out so well for some. That's what I'm worried about. Don't try it at home. Oh God, a tooth? Oy. And 99.9% of DBL employees are still cranking the show away at home. Thank you all. Air kisses, air kisses, air kisses. We'll be right back.
Closed captioning.
TikTok challenges are sweeping the internet, and some celebrities are getting caught up in the hype with unintended injuries. A warning to viewers and to Tori, do not try this at home. So let's start with singer Jason Derulo. He tried the corn challenge, oh no, where he attempts to eat a cob of corn on a drill as it rotates, right? Well, only it seems to catch his teeth, and they go flying off. Oh my God. But some are questioning whether that was a prank.
Hey, have y'all seen this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Would he have gotten close enough to the drill to have done that? I don't get how he
pulled it off. If it's he pulled it off.
Just don't put a drill near your mouth.
Okay, good call.
Yeah,
good call. Don't put the drill near the mouth.
Don't do that.
That's a good point.
The likes aren't worth it.
That's true. People are also trying out the purse challenge. It's where someone accidentally swipes someone's head while pretending to grab a purse from the back seat. Watch what happens when Brooke Shields' daughter tried it out on her mom.
Oh, you meant to do this? What do you have in your bag? I have a fat lip.
Okay, no one is laughing but me. Erica, do you find this things funny? I do. Am I an idiot?
Well, I think with the Jason Derulo thing, apparently word on the street is that he did actually chip 2 of his veneers, so he did have to go and get them replaced. But the interesting part about that was earlier this month, he did a prank where he was like flipping off of a pool and acted like he chipped his tooth, like blacked it out. So that's just a reminder not to put things out into the universe that you don't want to have come back to you at a later date. But the Brooke Shields one, I might have had to take my purse and knock her in the face too.
Yeah, I totally understand. Also, what if Erica did the corn on the cob challenge and called it the Erica Cobb Challenge?
I like that.
Thank you.
I actually like that.
Don't mess with the cob. You never mess with the cob.
Ooh, that's a good bumper sticker.
And also, they should tell people to watch what's in the purse. Like, there should be a checklist of what can be in the purse. So, yeah, if you have something huge in there, like a charger, you could knock somebody's tooth out.
Yeah, I also don't think hitting people as a prank is ever good. I don't love pranks.
Don't like
I'm
that
very
much.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Are you a prank person? You're a comic.
I don't like pranks that like involve me being hit. You know, like
it's more assault.
Because it depends on. Sometimes you're not in the mood. You just got a phone call you didn't like, and then somebody smacks you in the face with a purse, and then hits you on the way back too. No bueno.
Can I be honest, really quick? When I am surprised too, I punch.
Oh.
So I got a surprise party and punched the person in the face.
There you go.
Surprise! Cool.
Maybe you should talk to your lawyer about this instead of our viewers.
Cool. Erica, please stick around. She looks very disturbed. Next on DBL, I was nervous. It's good instinct. Kim Kardashian's COVID-19 face masks, they're causing a ton of controversy. Is her mask for dark-skinned women tone deaf? We're sharing your comments. Take in DBL Take next.
Could someone
Welcome back to DBL. Everyone seems to be making face masks these days, including Kim Kardashian. Good for her. But many of her followers, they're throwing some shade at her latest campaign. Okay, so Kim's Skims brand is known for its really diverse nude shapewear. I was taking a nice look at Kim right there just to make sure.
Doing my job.
Yeah, which now includes a line of masks. Cool. But many of her are accusing her of being tone deaf because of an ad that includes a darker brown-skinned model wearing a black mask and literally It's just a black mask. However, 10,000 masks will be donated to COVID-19 relief efforts. So we got to hear from you. DBL Nation, do you support Kim's charitable mask campaign, or is it tone deaf? So I'm going to read the comments and then get Erica and Al's take. Erica, the first comment is for you. Sally from Facebook says, I love her Skims line and the fact that she's coming from a good place. She should apologize for the oversight, though. What do you think about that?
I think that we can be flexible in this thinking. You can support the charitable contribution and also feel like the color scheme is tone deaf. I personally feel more about this, not that I'm like picketing or anything, but you have to keep in mind, like, I'm 39 years old. When I was in high school and I was on the dance team, we all had to wear our nude leotards. The nude was not my nude, it was your nude. So then it would be, you know, my face, my legs, and then like a nude body. It was just not something that I was thought of. When I started working, and I was a Hooters waitress, yes, in college, I wore the nude. At the time, they only had the nude stockings, and they were your nude. They weren't my nude. So it's like, it's just a constant thing of just not being considered. But let me just tell you, there are people who will consider you, and there are other places that are making things that are more about our color, and that's who I'll support. But in the meantime, I do want to bring up the face mask, because one of our DBL Nation, Dana Janelle, made me a comeback face mask.
How rad. Oh, you look amazing.
How does Erica always get the cool stuff?
Yeah, I got nothing. I got aqua notes. First of all, weren't you Miss February?
Thank you, Dana Janelle.
Were you Miss February for Hooters?
I was April.
April. I got it off a little bit. All right, Al, here's the next comment. Jonna from Facebook says, as a person of color, Kim should know better. She's trying to capitalize off the pandemic just like everyone else. I feel like she's been pretty careful about it, but this does seem a bit, you know, she made a mistake.
Yeah, I think that she made a mistake, but I do like that we're at least talking about it. It's a public conversation. And like I always say with anything, if somebody is not seen, almost like your bra company, Third Love, is that the name of it?
Yep.
If you don't highlight a certain section of the population, that makes a lane for somebody else. So in a weird way, this gap in the market is going to create a lane for another company, hopefully like a Savage or Fenty.
Fenty, Carol's daughter, all of those have found that little lane.
Swoop right in there with some more different shades of brown.
How about this? Remember Band-Aids that were nude?
Yes.
They weren't for a lot of people. All right, we'll be right back with the latest email scam you guys need to know about. Don't go anywhere.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for Security Alert, sponsored by LifeLock. All right, here's the new scam that's hitting your inbox. You get an email saying a mystery person has installed spyware on your computer and they've recorded you during your most vulnerable moments. Okay, if you don't send money, the email will be shared with everyone you know. Sometimes the message will even contain a password, making you think the sender knows something personal about you. This scam is called sextortion. Local and national agencies have seen big increase in these scams during the COVID-19 pandemic. But here are 4 signs that an email's fraudulent. First, poor grammar, spelling mistakes. Second, it includes an old or current password, which is every password. Third, it's generic and doesn't mention the sites you visited. And fourth, it has a short deadline to respond. To protect yourself from fraud, call LifeLock at 1-800-495-8730. I got to be honest with you guys. They are getting so intense with these scams. Like, to say that they have your most, of course people will do almost anything to, I mean, it's evil.
That's what the VPN is for. That's what I've had LifeLock for a while. I mean, you're so vulnerable. We go out and we double bolt our doors and we lock our garages, but like your life is mostly online.
Yeah, you're right.
And no matter what it costs, if anybody like myself that's been a victim of any kind of fraud, the time that you lose on phone calls, explaining to your bank and everything, Erica, I don't know if you've been a victim of fraud, but it's worth it. Just get LifeLock.
Erica, have you?
Well, I've been close. It's something similar to Al's scam because, of course, with student loans, so much of your information is out there. Half the people don't even know who holds their student loans. So just be more savvy about everything, especially when it comes to your finances.
Savvy's the word of the day. Thanks, Erica. DBL's new every day. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Bye.